Reading Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com. This is all Superman related news that happened during the week June 22nd to June 28th, 2012. In movie news, the Superman homepage received a photo taken during filming for Man of Steel, showing the three young guys cast to play teenage versions of Clark Kent and his Smallville classmates. From left to right, the photo shows Robert Kurdich, who plays Whitney Fordham, Jack Foley, who plays Pete Ross, and Dylan Sprayberry, who plays Clark Kent. Well, we've known for some time now that Man of Steel will be released on June 14th, 2013 in the USA. We now know that the film will be released a day earlier on June 13th in Argentina, Australia, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands and New Zealand. While Brazil, Ireland, Lithuania, Norway, Turkey and the UK joined the USA for a June 14 release, Belgium will have to wait until June 19th, while Sweden will see it a week later on June 26th. We'll post dates for other countries as they are released. AintItCool.com sat down with True Blood star Joe Manganiello and asked him once more about missing out on possibly being selected to be the new Superman in Man of Steel because of his TV commitments. He revealed that he was disappointed mostly because, as a comic book fan, he had ideas for a fresh take on the character, giving him a little more edge. Variety revealed that Superman will be appearing in another Warner Brothers film as a Lego character. The Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs team of Phil Lord and Christopher Miller are directing Lego The Piece of Resistance, which is a hybrid of live action and Lego-based animation. Will Arnett will voice the role of Lego Batman, while Channing Tatum is being chased for the voice of Superman. Lego The Piece of Resistance is scheduled to be released in cinemas on February 28, 2014. Superman the movie stars Margot Kidder, Jack O'Halloran, Valerie Perrine and Aaron Smolinski join a long list of other special guests appearing at the PopCon LA convention next month. The convention will take place across July 5th to July 8th at the Los Angeles Convention Center. The summer issue of Bello Mag, a digital magazine available via the Apple App Store newsstand, has an interview with Brandon Routh as its cover story. Routh talks intimately about his life and his career, saying that it's been a great honour to be in the Superman family. There's no TV news this week. We're hoping to have Cartoon Network's July schedule very soon, so stay tuned for news regarding new Young Justice episodes. In comic book news, Barnes & Noble announced a partnership with DC Entertainment to bring its best-selling lineup of graphic novels featuring iconic DC Comics and Vertigo characters like Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman to the Nook tablet and Nook Color, as well as Android tablets via the Nook for Android app. Go to nook.com/DC Comics for further details. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Supergirl number 10, which was reviewed by James Lance, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, "This is the best issue in this series so far." Smallville Season 11 Chapter 8 was reviewed by Mark Pritchard, who said, "This issue is now the benchmark for the season," and he also gave it a 5 out of 5. Adam DeChannel reviewed Young Justice number 17, saying, "This issue and the last were great fun," and he gave it a 4 out of 5. While James Lance also looked back to May 1985 to review Superman The Secret Years number 4, which he gave a 4 out of 5 rating. Superman comics available this week from June 27 include Justice League number 10, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white variant cover. Superman number 10 is also available in a variant cover. Superman Family Adventures number 2, Teen Titans number 10, it's also available in a variant cover. Superman Beyond number 4 digital comic book. Smallville Season 11 Chapter 9 digital comic is available June 29th. Justice League number 7 is available in a second printing. And Infinite Crisis Omnibus hardcover.
This week we're highlighting the cool new LEGO DC Universe superheroes minifigures and products, helping you build your own superhero adventures, like this LEGO Superman keychain for just $9.95. Or how about the LEGO Superman vs Power Armor Lex Luthor set, available for just $19.97. These and other great DC superhero LEGO items are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop.
In other news, DC Comics and Cryptozoic Entertainment are partnering for an all-new deck building game and a trading card set, both launching in the next few months. The DC Comics deck building game will offer DC fans the opportunity to play as Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, Green Lantern or Cyborg, while the DC Comics The New 52 trading cards will include a 61 card base set, each featuring brand new art commissioned exclusively for the set. Mark Toberoff, the lawyer representing the Siegel family in the ongoing legal battle over the rights to Superman, won a small victory at the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in regards to the stolen documents Warner Brothers wanted to include in the case against him. Apparently an appeal by Toberoff has seen the Appellate Circuit decide those documents can't be used in the hearing that will take place later this year. A jury trial on the overall copyright decision will possibly take place sometime in 2013. Superman homepage writer Andrew Thompson has posted a review of the Xbox 360 version of LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes, saying, "This is the Superman game every Superman fan has wanted to play since they started making Superman games." Sideshow Collectibles posted an article revealing that sculptor Andy Burgotts is currently working on a quarter-scale premium format figure of Superman. He said, "It's not a specific comic book version, the design isn't based on the artwork of any single artist. Our idea was to just sort of draw a little from one artist, a little from another." No release date for this figure has been announced as yet. While we prepare the rest of our coverage of the 2012 Superman celebration, Jamie Kelly has uploaded the 40-minute video of the Q&A session with Smallville stars John Glover and Cassidy Freeman. Check it out at the Superman homepage now. Larry Ty, the author of Superman, the High-Flying History of America's Most Enduring Hero, joined myself and Michael Bailey on Radio KAL Live, our live internet radio show, on Monday, June 25th. We had a great one-hour discussion about his new book, which is probably the best book I've ever read about the complete history of Superman. You can listen back to our interview at supermanhomepage.com/live. Last but by no means least, episode 90 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. Scotty and I discuss Hans Zimmer scoring Man of Steel costumes, possible Justice League movie, the latest Young Justice episodes, Action Comics number 10, Supergirl number 10, Smallville Season 11 comics, Scott Lobdell writing Superman, the 2012 Superman celebration, and much more. Take a listen at supermanhomepage.com/radio. And that's all the Superman news there was for the week June 22nd to June 28th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V and thanks for watching. This upcoming week I will be on an episode of From Crisis to Crisis with hosts Michael Bailey and Jeffrey Taylor. It's a podcast you can find. Check it out. We often talk about it here at the homepage. We talk about it on Radio KAL, and currently they're in their Reign of the Supermen section where they're talking about after Superman has died at the hands of Doomsday and all of the four imposter Supermen that turn up and how things are going on. Having doing this episode with these two guys, they're great Superman fans, they're comic book fans, and they're fun to hang out with and chat with for a while. A flood of emotions came back to me as I was rereading these books, and if you haven't read them, you certainly should. As a Superman fan, I really think that it's a great era of Supermanism. It's really, for me, the time when Doomsday first appears on the scene, all the way up through the death of Superman, the funeral for a friend, the arrival of the imposter Superman characters, and then how it all wraps up and how things go down, who Supergirl turns out to be, who each of the imposters turn out to be. There are surprises and shockers all throughout the arc, and it's I often hear that Doomsday is a one-note character. He's a nothing character. He's a hulking mass, and he kind of is a hulking mass, and he doesn't have much personality, but what he brings to the table is the drama of what happens after he arrives, and the idea that he is able to kill our Man of Steel. And and wreak such havoc across the globe, and how it changes people's lives going forward. And of course, we all know that Superman comes back, and a lot of people said that destroys the impact of the entire story, because if you were going to just bring him back, then it's kind of cheapens it, and it's a cop out, and it's a way out, and perhaps it is all those things anytime a comic book character is killed and then brought back. But I thought that they pulled it off with such grace and such style. Now, when you look at these books, you know, primarily the ones I just went over for this Crisis to Crisis, you can tell that it was a different time for storytelling. There's a lot of exposition. Many characters in the book kind of tell you the story, retell you what happened before, tell you what's going to happen, tell you who characters are, and they don't seem to do that as much anymore, or at least when they do, I'm not really a fan of that type of storytelling. But other than that, there's a lot of drama in the books. I'm not even that big a fan of the art, but I love the whole idea of the impact that killing Superman would have in a world where Superman once existed. So I appreciated the opportunity to go back and read these. Now I feel like I'm going to have to go back and start from the beginning. I don't think I'll read the Doomsday arc, because I have read that many times. I've read it in novel form. By the way, Roger Stern wrote I think it's called The Death and Life of Superman, or the Death and Return of Superman, something along those lines. Seek it out, because the novel is fantastic, and it's a great supplement. If you have read the books or the comics before, or if you haven't, you could read that with it. You could read them alongside each other. You could read the novel first. I read the books first, and then I got the novel after, and the novel is just great. It adds so much more detail, so much more emotion, so much more logic and reason behind things that happen that you may not see in a book that's maybe behind the scenes in a comic book. Which is just fantastic, and there's just a lot of things connected to it. The whole reign of the Superman men is in there, and it's by Roger Stern, who helped formulate a lot of these stories back in the 90s, and was a great addition to the DC team, and is missed nowadays with the way stories are so disjointed, and there is no continuity, and nothing is connected to each other anymore. But that's all there is for now. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the death and return of Superman, the reign of the Supermen, which was going on around this time back in 1993. And I hope you'll check it out if you haven't before and you're a fan. It's something I highly recommend. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.